We just got dropped the biggest video since December 13th, 2018. 16 minutes of Hytale gameplay that we need to break down, but before we go into detail, a quick timeline to showcase the entirety of what has transpired with Hytale so far. December 13th, 2018 was when the trailer originally dropped. Following the trailer, a new website was born, Hytale Blog. Their first post was on the 13th of December as well, showcasing the UI that Hytale has to offer. After the first blog post, Hytale continued to post monthly, sometimes more, resulting in 36 continuous blog posts updating the excited community with their love for the game. The 37th blog post on April 2020 are when matters started to turn. A big update came telling us how Riot has bought Hytale and will back the game. Simon, the CEO of Hytale, announced that he would step down and give Noxy the full control alongside Riot. Riot, now a parent company with other large games under its wing, such as League of Legends, Valorant, and more, with now Hytale joining in. With this looked a promising future, with more leadership and lots of knowledge that came with Riot. After Riot became the parent company of Hytale, things looked down, with blog posts slowing as Hytale got busier. Just 10 blogs until the day July 22nd, 2022, where things got bigger. Hytale has announced an engine change, which would result in more optimized gameplay and easier cross-platforming at a later date. This would increase the busyness of Hytale as time goes on. Following this engine change, time came to a halt, with only 7 more blog posts until the worst news possible. On June 6th, 2025, a horrifying tweet showed on everybody's timeline. Noxy, the CEO of Hytale, has just announced a difficult update, talking about the cancellation of Hytale and the love and dreams that came with it. As the community mourns this awful news, a beam of light 6 days later has emerged. Simon, the previous CEO of Hytale, tweets, "No risk, no story," bringing the lingering hope forward that the community had left. Following this, many tweets from Simon continued to encourage us with hope and passion. A while later, Simon raises his hands in celebration, sharing with everybody the fantastic news we were starving for. We did it. Hytale is saved. We have acquired Hytale from Riot Games. A sigh of relief can be heard around the world. This brings us to the present. Not to break the fourth wall, but inspired me to make this video I've been so desperately wanting an excuse for. Let's get into the gameplay. First, I wanted to mention the weapons and abilities, starting with a dagger. A dual-wielding short sword with a fast attack rate, with a few different abilities. We see the jump strike where Simon has mentioned it in his tweet. If you hit the target, you will jump backwards, getting out of range. The second ability seems to be a double strike, hitting twice in quick succession. Perfect for one-on-one fights. The sword, longer range than the dagger with the option to have a shield. You're able to block with the shield as well as shield bash in close proximity. The sword ability has shown a jab forward piercing multiple targets. This would be good for boss fights to block with the shield and strike accordingly. The bow, a long-ranged projectile using weapon, with the ability to shoot 3 arrows at once, release lots of arrows which may come in different varieties to add more damage or effects such as poison. The battle axe, a heavy swinging barbaric way of fighting, with a sharp blade on both sides of the weapon, swinging side to side keeping enemies back is its main use. The abilities being a tornado of sorts grants a large AoE. This would be good against swarms of enemies in dicey situations. The crossbow, very similar to the bow but has a quicker fire rate. You'll need to do some base testing to get a true idea of the capabilities of this weapon, also having the option to preload multiple shots that shoot in quick succession. The mace, in my opinion, the most complex and unique weapon out of those 6 we have seen so far. This mace has the aspects of a sword but has similarities to the battle axe. It appears you are able to choose the direction you swing, being a direct counter to the blocking of a shield. It can also hit with the hilt of the mace, with the ability to being a jumping smash landing on opponents. We also got showcased a healing totem. You are able to place this down and heal a small radius. We have yet to see if it can heal allies or enemies. Overall, the combat looks fantastic, and it seems like you will need multiple weapons, if not all of the weapons, to give you the best outcome of every fight. Mob interaction. This is another key and unique part I want to bring up. They mentioned it a few times in blog posts, but now we get to see it firsthand. Entering the encampment, we see the guard get an exclamation above its head. The other NPC is confused as they have a question mark above their head. Do not immediately attack. That is before Simon, brutally, starts the bloodbath with the camp. This could lead to some awesome gameplay with potential allies you could do quests for. The incoming zones that Simon and the Hytale devs have been consistently showing teasers of have been awesome to see. They've showcased an NPC that belongs to Zone 3 called the Shadow Knight, which is a temporary name, thankfully. This knight wields 8 daggers in the deep depths of Zone 3 caverns. Another popular teaser lives in the dry and hot hills of Zone 4. This one is called the Burned Skeleton, another temporary name, thankfully. It carries a dual-bladed weapon called the Guando, a long polearm weapon with a crescent blade on each end. We are unsure of the abilities for these two so far. These two are a few of many NPCs in the game of Hytale. During the 16-minute long video, they showed a GUI which contained a list of NPCs that live throughout the zones of Hytale. Doing some math with the first page and using the scroll bar, we can estimate a count of 600 NPCs. How absurd of a number coming off of the initial release. I'm very excited to explore where these NPCs could live throughout the world of Hytale, not to mention some of the biomes they may live. One in particular caught my eye being the vibrant underground cave. The pink blossoming tree and the blue crystals lingering from the roof provides a beautiful aesthetic to the area and can really showcase the abilities we are able to see from this game. Speaking of what we are able to see from this game, this is a huge interest to most people, including myself, the in-game editors and the creation side of Hytale. In this 16-minute video, they even gave us the luxury of showcasing a part of this side, showing us the following types of editors, which are all accessible in-game. Asset Editor, Model Editor, World Gen Editor, World Tools, Builder Tools, and Machinima. These I can see being useful to everybody, from the people who don't mod or make servers, but just want to make art. They can then publish this art from modders or server owners who are not able to do that. It's a working clock that Hytale has thought of and, from the looks of it, performed it masterfully. They've even gone as far as having a toggle for mount or poop. Yes, pooping is an option that Hytale has included in their editor. The best part about all of this is it's server-sided. This means instead of having to download a mod pack, you can join the server without any complications or extra work whatsoever. The server hub and servers I am very curious to look into. I, with the amount of knowledge I have on the Hytale subject, am still ignorant to know how this will all work. Looking at other games like Minecraft or Roblox, I have to guess it may be between the two. With having a homepage showcasing some of the best servers instead of Minecraft, where you'd have to search for this externally through a website. Slightly different than Roblox, where some of the games are popular because of current trends. I don't think Hytale will have that issue. It will be a very interesting subject to see firsthand. As I begin to wrap this up, I wanted to show some of the tweets that Simon has been posting since I've been working on this video. How much work and dedication he is putting in for the community once again. Just to list off a few tweets I have here. If you liked the music in the background as much as I have, well, be excited because the composer is back in action to make more. He was working on this 7 years ago, and I'm happy to see and hear him back onto the Hytale team. In other good news, we have a rough idea of the price point, with Simon posting another tweet talking about the base edition being under 30 USD. I don't recall the last time a big game like this was as inexpensive as this is. Hopefully you will all be able to join the fun. And if you guys were all curious, the profit is not going directly into his pocket, as he mentions here. He wants to take care of the team and the game first. I appreciate you guys checking out the video and watching its entirety. It's been a blast to do the research and edit the video. It would not be possible if it wasn't for Owl. Who is Owl, you may ask? Owl is the individual who asked the question that made Simon's mind start to tick. This was in the end all because of a question. If you guys want to see more updates, please subscribe and join the Hytale Discord as well as mine.